Patriots. I'm Lee Watts, and this is Patriot Point, your source for news and analysis from a conservative, Christian, and constitutional point of view. Well, let's start off with something I noticed the other day. It's watching the TV show Jeopardy. Jeopardy, that's the program where they're supposed to have all the smart people. And then they got talking about state capitals. And the Kentucky came up. So I want you to notice what happened when they had the question about Kentucky.
State capital history 600.
Located 50 miles east of Louisville, it was the only Union state capital captured by Confederate forces. Matthew.
What is Lexington?
I'm sorry, no. Riley.
What is Charleston?
No. Jay, any guesses? That capital, Frankfurt.
These people don't even know the capital of our state. So maybe we can start educating the rest of the country about the blessed bluegrass state. It's been said before, if America is a body, then Kentucky is its heart. Well, let's talk about some of the bills that are up for a vote here in Kentucky that may become law or not. They had one that just went up before the House of Representatives this week. It was House Bill number 121, and it has passed the Kentucky House, which means it is now going on to the Senate. Now, let me explain about this bill. It's really quite simple. It's only a one-page bill. It's changing an existing law, and it only does that in one paragraph. It says that when school boards meet, they have to allow for a minimum of 15 minutes from the people to either have questions or comments before the school board meeting. This would seem to be a very fair thing. So there's some people, though, didn't seem to like this idea. Don't want the people to be able to ask questions or to have their comments before the school board meeting. Who voted yes? Who voted no? I'm glad you asked. Right here is the voting record. You may need to stop and pause the video to find out how your legislator voted. You see, theirs are the ones who voted yes, and at the bottom, theirs are the ones who voted no. And if you do not see the name of your representative on the screen, that's because they didn't vote at all. And you could ask them why they didn't do that. Now, some representatives and senators get mad at me when I show their voting record. I would like to remind all of them, I didn't make your record. You did. If you don't like it, don't blame Lee Watts. So that's one of the things we got going on. Another big issue going on here in Kentucky is changing the Kentucky Constitution. There is going to be a measure on your ballots in Kentucky this November to change the Kentucky Constitution by adding an amendment that says that there is no right to an abortion in Kentucky law. This year, the Supreme Court will be hearing a case that is a challenge to Roe versus Wade, and it might put the decision on abortions to a state level. So this amendment is being called the Yes for Life Amendment, and the people have to vote to put it into place. I hope that you will vote for the Yes for Life Amendment, and if all of this falls the right way, we could have Kentucky be completely abortion-free state this year. That's the Yes for Life Amendment, and I sure hope that you will be supporting that. Let's talk about some of the things going on here at a national level. First of all, Facebook seems to be in a little bit of trouble because a lot of conservatives have stopped using the thing because they keep banning conservative voices. I don't know who they think they are, taking away the freedom of speech of Americans, but they have now lost nearly 25% of their value in the last quarter. And the owner of this thing, the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, because of the latest reports on how many people have abandoned his little Nazi communist banning free speech website, he has lost $29 billion of his personal wealth just this last quarter because of that. You can check real quick. Yep, no, not shedding any tears because of that. Let's talk about something else going on right now, and that is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is going to be held in California this year. If California can hold the Super Bowl, there is no state of emergency. I just thought I'd nail that down real quick. And then finally, this week, I want to talk about something going on with the campaign. As those of you who watch the program frequently know, I am running for the United States Congress in Kentucky's 2nd Congressional District. A lot of people have been asking me, where actually is the 2nd District? Well, I've got a map here showing you this is the different counties. It's the 2nd District. So if you live in any one of these counties, then you can vote for me. And if you do not live in one of these counties, move immediately to one of these counties. No, that's not actually very practical, but you can still be a help to the campaign. A person in Congress, when they vote, their vote doesn't just affect their counties, it affects the entire nation. And we need to send somebody up there who's actually going to stand for conservative, America First policies instead of voting with the liberals over and over again. If you would like to find out where I stand on the issues, why vote for me, I encourage you to visit my website, LeeWattsKentucky.com. And I will give you the reasons. This is what I stand for and what I will be doing up there. And you want to know what separates you from your opponent, a guy who's been sitting up there for years and years, we never actually hear much for. It's because this guy is kind of going underneath the radar, trying not to make waves. And you know what water is that doesn't make waves? That's a swamp. Well, it's time to drain the swamp. If you would like to see his voting record, which is the entire reason that I'm running, I wouldn't run if this guy was doing a good job. I had a very comfortable position before this. So if you'd like to find out about me, find out about him, visit the website, LeeWattsKentucky.com. And this guy, he could have been voting conservative all of these years. And if he was, I wouldn't have been running. He should have been voting conservative all of these years. And before this election is over, he's going to wish that he would have voted conservative all of these years. Well, if you would like to help to send a true conservative and America First voice up there in Congress to fight for your rights, then I hope you'll visit the website, click that little donate button, and every time you donate, it helps get one more sign, one more message out there to let people know there is a conservative alternative to what we've got right now. Well, that's about all the time that we're going to take this week on the different news items. So until next week, I'm Lee Watts for Patriot Point, reminding you that liberty is not a spectator sport.